Hello, hello, hello. I am author and entrepreneur, the Cerebral Palsy Vigilante, Zachary Fennell. Although, to my niece and nephew, I am simply Uncle Zach. As I record this, my niece and nephew, a sister, brother, parent, are 6 and 8 years old, respectively. Seeing how cerebral palsy, or CP for short, is often focused on from the perspective of being the one in need of care, I thought examining my relationship with my nibblings would be a fun and interesting change of pace. For privacy reasons, I am choosing not to share their actual names in this video. To avoid overusing the words niece and nephew, though, I will refer to the two as Lily and Sean. While preparing for our discussion today, I first reflected on the relationship I had growing up with my uncles and aunts. Through my reflection, an important family dynamic came to the forefront. All but one of my aunts had kids. Therefore, at any family gathering, my brothers and I would have cousins to run around with. Essentially, we were preoccupied with our cousins, allowing the adults to interact more amongst themselves. Meanwhile, Sean and Lily do not know the joys of cousins. Obviously, I do not have kids. Otherwise, this video would be about parenting with cerebral palsy. I do both know of and know individuals with CP who are parents, so that's a real possibility. I wish to echo that being a parent with cerebral palsy is possible. For me, though, the closest first-hand familial experience I have with kids is as an uncle. So that's where my insights come from. My time with the kids has been when I am one of multiple adults around, whether that is being around when my parents, known to Sean and Lily as Nana and Papa, watch them during the summer, or when everyone is gathered for a celebratory family dinner. With that said, there have been moments where I am the only adult in proximity. For example, at a recent birthday dinner for my brothers, whose birthdays are back-to-back days in November, I brought over a football for my parents to have, figuring that the football would give the kids another activity to enjoy while at Nana and Papa's house. Sean asked about going outside to play with the football. Like any younger sibling, Lily also wanted in. Due to the colder temperatures outside, nobody else seemed willing to go outside. So I grabbed my jacket and the three of us headed to the front yard. My internal dialogue remained a bit hesitant, thinking, this is going to be interesting. I will do my best. The hesitation rooted in my lacking hand-eye coordination, an element of my CP. Physical activities like playing catch or foursquare are where my cerebral palsy becomes glaring. Rather than a smooth back and forth game of catch, you get many dropped throws on my end, which I do acknowledge, telling Sean at one point, good throw, I just suck at catching. Comically enough, he responded with a matter of fact, I noticed. Later, he offered a compliment, commenting, you throw a lot better than you catch. He even theorized something about my arms being the reason I'm not good at catching. In the moment, I smiled at his attempt at reasoning and we moved on. Looking back, I guess I could have said something about having a disability. Both Sean and Lily are old enough to understand I move differently. At after all, I've had that moment with each of them where they ask, "Why do you walk like that?" To which I kindly responded, "That's just how I was born." A little vague, I know. However, that's honestly how I've come to view my CP. I look at individual challenge my CP creates and determine how to respond to said challenge. One option would be avoidance, opting out of physical activities, discouraging them by saying, "Oh, you don't want me to play. I'm not good." Instead, I'm in the circle along with Nana, Uncle Nick, and the kids playing duck, duck, goose. Actually, that's a great example where my CP was more glaring than an elephant competing at a dog show. Lily was the one going around tapping everyone on their heads until giving me the esteemed honors of being the goose. By the time I had just stood up, Lily had already ran around the circle and took my seat. Following one or two rounds of tapping people on the head and being bested by my chosen goose, Sean spoke up. "Pick me, I'll let you win." His offer showed heart and sportsmanship, great qualities to see a kid display. Assessing the individual challenge emerging during the duck duck goose game, my cerebral palsy did not allow me to keep up physically with the rest of my family. The best way I know to react to this was to maintain a positive demeanor. So, for example, continuing to smile or cracking jokes. I think my niece was the one who started twerking when going around tapping people on their heads. I simply said, "Twerking duck," and an uproar of laughter came out of both kids. I believe that playfulness for me is what leaves Sean and Lily to keep me included in physical activities, even though I won't provide the most competitive game of catch or foursquare. Then again, I must be providing enough physical stimulation as both Sean and Lily grew hot playing with the football, and I had to sternly tell them to keep their jackets on. Another act of caregiving I have provided as an uncle is giving the kids more water when asked. A seemingly mundane task the most, cerebral palsy can turn into the equivalent of the field day activity where you carry an egg on a spoon. With the extra jolts embedded into my CP walk, carrying liquids can result in more splishing and splashing than when a young child takes a bath. An occurrence I prevent for myself by only filling up a glass or mug to a certain point, a solution compatible with giving a child a drink because they drink less liquid. Simultaneously, there are many occasions where my CP is a non-factor with the kids. Whether I am having a Labubu drawing contest with Lily, listening to Sean show me programs on his iPad, or assisting them both building Legos. My CP becomes irrelevant. Admittedly, I am fortunate being able to say that. Some people's CP impacts their fine motor skills more. Hence the importance of getting the perspective of multiple people in the CP community. People like you. Are you an aunt or uncle with cerebral palsy? A parent with CP? How has your cerebral palsy challenged your relationship with your niece, nephew, or your own children? How do you navigate these challenges? Share by commenting below. While you are down there commenting, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up to show YouTube you liked today's video. To get even more from me, subscribe to my channel and ring the bell icon so you receive notifications every time I publish a new video. Until next time, don't blend in, blend out.